I don't know if they want to go back for something like an offlane puck, or what kind of offlane do you pick in this situation? Do you go Centaur? Do you go puck? Do you... I mean, if you pick puck,
Phoenix
for example,
is still in.
Yeah, Phoenix is still in, that is true. I think
Then we
Phoenix
keep
is
thinking.
definitely possible.
You
I
could
think
go,
it's...
You could go Slasher's way and offlane the Shrek. Max Edict. They come
They
and
ban
harass
puck.
you.
Okay.
And then you Edict them back.
Ban.
Slasher's way!
Slasher's way. Or you pick Enchantress offlane, Slasher's way.
You know what's really good against this ref?
Enchantress offlane, Slasher's way.
Huskar.
Husker. For HellRaisers, you mean? Or for... Definitely not for
10
Vega, right?
seconds
And
remaining.
Hellraiser.
HellRaisers. How is it good?
You Aghanims
5 seconds remaining.
and you jump on DK. It doesn't matter. He has,
Dire team pick.
what you can call it, like 80 armor. You remove like 60% of his health instantaneously.
I mean, I guess so.
And then you get a, and then your Visage just,
And then you immediately get Dragon-tailed because you jumped into a Dragon.
I mean, you have Leshrac, Dazzle, Visage back up. That's a 4-second cooldown.
So where would you put him then?
He could dual offlane with Dazzle or Visage. You could offensive try. There's a lot of way. I'm just throwing out Huskar as a generic strength hero.
Okay.
But I really like him
5
because he
seconds
gives you a
remaining.
different angle of attack. Because Drow Ranger, most of this team is, or half this team is physical against the TK and half the team is magical. Huskar is also kind of half and half. So,
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I don't hate it in the laning phase. I think it's good against PL Coddle lane. Like, really good.
yeah.
Because you just harass the crap out of the PL with Drower and Fire Spears and Dazzle. Witch Doctor here taken up by Vega as their last pick.
Another free food hero for the Huskar.
I think they wanted Puck, but they got banned out, so. Are they going to go for the Husker?
When you are put into a terrible situation, you know,
Ooh, Darkseer.
close enough.
I think it's okay. I mean,
Not really. Alright, I'm already off this team.
I don't know, man. I really think that Vega have a really
Let's
good
go,
draft.
Kado!
It's not many times during the qualifiers so far that I've said that the team with the Drow Visage is the team that's behind. Maybe their laning phase will go so well for them that they'll be able to kind of steamroll mid-game.
Sure, maybe.
I mean, that's what you need to do with Drow Visage, right? Like, you need to be able to win your lane super hard. And I'm
Hey,
feeling like
It's like a team where you have a snowball on top of a mountain.
there there is potential for them to do that. I just want to make that clear. Like, these lanes from HellRaisers can stop. And they're going to need to.
Yeah.
Because if they don't, it might be one of those 25-minute games.
Alright, TP up top here by
Prepare
Dread.
for battle.
He's got a ward.
He wants to get that ward in there, yo. That's value vision time. So for lanes, we're obviously thinking both teams are just going to go safe. The roaming potential from a Dazzle and a Visage, not so great. I think the DK will be more than fine in middle lane. Not quite as hard of a matchup as something like a Queen of Pain. And Mag is going to get his offlane Beastmaster. So we're both kind of feeling the same way that Vegas draft might be a bit stronger.
Yeah.
What can HR do to win? Like, outside of win their lanes?
Well, I think win the lane is the bare minimum, right?
Yeah, you absolutely need to win the lanes. But outside of that, like, do they need to secure Roshan? Do they need to fight? Do they need to push? What's on the...
I think
the
securing
agenda?
Roshan is very likely because Medallion is going to be a core item on Visage. I think the person you want to shut down and focus on a lot is probably Beastmaster. I don't think you want to put too much attention on Phantom Lancer, which sounds absolutely ridiculous because that's the thing. That's a hero that's going to kill you eventually. But he's just... It takes so much resource to kill him. I think you give him the Beastmaster and you give him the Dragon Knight. Because neither of these heroes play well when they're behind. So you put those two heroes behind and then you get far ahead yourself. And then you just snowball as hard as humanly possible. I'm talking about like removing T2s early and then just going straight for T3s. None of that. Let's heal up and think about it.
Well, with the Dazzle, they can do that, right?
Yeah.
And we have to assume that either Gorek or Dread are going to get Arcanes. So you're going to have your mana regeneration, your mech carrier, and you're also going to have more sustain from Shadow Wave. So I do agree in the sense that the best way to win is to win early if you are HR. So lanes taking shape here. Pretty much what everyone was expecting, I'm sure. Just defensive tri-lanes for both teams.
And Afro Ninja has to get Edict this game.
Yeah, I mean, he got it last game. It was just not...
He got it pretty late.
It was not a 2-3-4 build.
Yeah.
Dread taking some damage here on the top lane. It's a pretty menacing duo support, to be honest.
Oh, Darkseer is so terrible against Keeper of Light.
If he gets mana leak early, though.
Yeah.
That's the big thing.
I mean, generally, as Kato, you generally go like 1-1-1 nowadays.
Yeah. I would even say 1-1-2 is probably the standard at level 4.
Yeah.
And that way you can sustain mana even if you're getting multiple mana leaks off on the offlaner.
But right now, Kato's 1, so... I'm actually a big fan of getting Leak at 1 as well.
Oh, true. He's got Surge available. He's going to run right past Solo. Here comes the Cask. But more auto attacks going through. Not going to see any Illuminate channel here onto Dread. But he will take a pretty good chunk of damage. And towards middle, both these heroes pretty underfarmed. Well, not underfarmed, but I mean, it's 3-3 versus 2-1. So no one's really hitting that many creeps. I mean, that's a Drow Aura, too. 63 damage on the Sludge.
How is he missing these classes? Oh, DK.
Yeah,
Flame
base
Breath.
damage reduction. So it completely offsets the damage that he would otherwise gain from Drow.
Yep.
Like, that's how much damage he loses.
Drow Ranger is farming very well. I mean, Beastmaster's got his Ancient blocked, so... It's actually a pretty big deal against him.
Do you think it's worth committing an Observer to do that, not just a Sentry?
I mean, I think because Beastmaster is going to stay on the bottom lane, under level, under farm that.
But he has enough money to buy Sentries if he wants to.
I mean, that's 200 gold less. 200 less gold for his boots.
But I'm not really as concerned about the gold investment as I am the fact that you cannot buy Observers as frequently as you can buy Sentries.
That's definitely a fair point.
Yeah.
I mean, I think HellRaisers is going to play extremely static. At least on the bottom half of the map, that there's going to be very little roaming around. So maybe the extra ward is not necessary. But right now, HellRaiser pushing into the Beastmaster, so he's got to have to get slowed down. Oh, I really like the slow here. Maintain the creep wave, prevent the pull, and do a ton of tower damage.
Yeah, that was definitely very nice.
Tower is under attack.
And HR, they're getting their damage in. Mag is getting some experience though, which is always important to know. Like this guy, he will have a Necro Book at like 20 minutes. It just happens every single game, no matter what the circumstances. Even in offlanes where he's died multiple times, his item timing is pretty much always the same.
Alright, we'll see if he's going to get it this particular game.
And so far, everyone's kind of just... It's farming game. It's kind of interesting that both these teams go defensive. I think that going up against a Drow tri-lane is always a little bit of a scary prospect if you're Vega, so I understand why they went defensive. But I actually think that HR could have contested. But again, it is an inherent risk to try to go aggro.
Well, going aggro on the Radiant side with the pull is not too terrible. And it also gives you a good matchup with Beastmaster versus Darkseer, so maybe HellRaiser should have gone aggro.
Yeah, I'm kind of wondering that myself. 63% rate. Oh, actually, it's gone down by quite a bit, just because of the Precision Aura nerf, I guess. To be honest, though, that should have been nerfed a long time ago. That is ridiculous. Seema picking himself up a double damage here towards top rune. Could be potentially going on Dread as Solo is doing a little bit of jungling. Hasn't upped the skill Mana Leak just yet, so killing Dread is going to be a bit of a chore. Seema will just be able to effectively zone him out, and now the tower and bottom lane is going to be under siege again, this time with the help of a catapult. He's going to go ahead and kill that boar straight up. And the aura is not going to be available to use, at least for this particular push. So everything considered, we had like this pretty passive early game, right? Like, no one's really doing much of anything. Do we assume that the Coddle's going to start rotating if the tier 2 becomes sieged, or is he just going to sit in his jungle and do his own thing?
I think he's too low level to really do that.
Like maybe level 2 or 3 Illuminate before he thinks about moving?
Well, definitely level 2. Level 1 Illuminate doesn't really good for that much. T1 tower goes down very quickly. I think this is time where the supports start to leave and let Drow hit that level 6. Because that's a very important timing for her.
Yeah, it goes from giving like what? Right now it's 11 damage, it like doubles or triples, I think, in terms of contribution to ranged hero DPS. It's a pretty insane difference, and no one really going for any kills just yet. Just a lot of farming. And everyone is farming well, I should say. Maybe the middle matchup is the one where the farm is not going nearly as lopsided as you would think. I think
I mean, they're both just spamming spells against each other.
Yeah, but in that sense, I still think Affinan should have more, right? I mean, he does have more farm than the DK, but I'm saying just in general.
I suppose.
Drow now level 5. One more level till that damage barrier is broken where he has marksmanship and everyone on his team just starts hitting for 1 billion. It's going to be nice for them. Third run of the game going to be secured top from Vega and bottom from HR. What is no one going to get here? Oh, we got a haste. That is a very good rune. That can actually just straight up kill Affinage if there's another support in the area. Well, the first game was definitely a little bit more exciting than this in the beginning. It's kind of just Farmville, you know?
Hey. Farm Simulator.
I mean, as long as the game goes another 65 minutes, you'll be happy, right?
No.
Come on,
Today's not the day where I want
what happened to the Lumi of old who only wanted to watch long Dota?
That Lumi needed sleep.
Whatever, you said you were fine. He
Yeah.
said he was fine.
Yeah, and then they pick PL.
PL doesn't have to fight late game, dude.
Disgusting. Alright, TP on the bot lane, some action. Haste Ring on DK, here we go. He's got enough mana for a stun. And a Flame Breath, and probably Dragon Form if he wants to use it.
Yeah, it's only 280 mana. He has stick charges. He can definitely do
But
it.
his team is already waiting.
Look at that value purchase at the side shop. He pops the ulti, gets a Dragon Tail off right away. Mag with the axes. Not nearly enough damage to kill. He's gonna keep hitting, though.
whoa.
This is maybe overcommitment coming out from no one. He needs to turn around and hit. He needs to hit at least. He's going to give away first blood to HR. Now Mag needs to teleport out. I mean, maybe he forgot the Corrosive Breath is lethal damage now? If he just hit our test 1 or 2 more times, he would have at least baited out a grave from Gorak. But instead, he teleports bottom and gives a kill away. Definitely not what you wanted to start off with if you're Dragon Knight. I mean, maybe teleporting top would have been the safer play, or had Dread already abandoned the lane by that point?
I can't tell if he TP when the fight happened on the bottom. But I respect the fact that he's trying to gank the Drow, because Drow's also one of those heroes that once you fall behind, it's terrible to play with. So I guess a much higher risk and higher reward, but unfortunately did not work out for them.
But he was ganking for a level 4 Beastmaster. Like,
Yeah.
that is just not impressive. Like, in terms of damage output, he didn't have a boar in position to be able to slow or anything like that. It was just, I'm going to run in with a haste and try to get a kill with just me and a Beastmaster.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Oh, Coddle now making his way towards bottom lane. Potentially looking to do some deep pushing. He's got that level 3 Illuminate. And I think HR probably still get this tower, even with him in the area.
Luminescent.
Yeah, he doesn't even have mana leak yet. He's kind of holding on to the point, I guess, until a little bit later on into the game.
I think this game where there's so much aggression on the entire that having max Illuminate Shaco, not bad. Nice Fire Breath from no one taking down Shrek.
Yep. Good stuff. The clip inside the river. Solo Hero lining up a Illuminate again. I mean, realistically, this lineup from Vega should win on paper, right? Like in late game scenarios. So how pressured are HR? Like, do they need to get every tier 1 and Roshan? Do they need to just like snowball so hard that Vega aren't able to do much of anything?
Did you say Snowball?
Yes.
How big is the mountain?
Pretty big. Like, I'm thinking triple diamond slopes or some crap like that, right?
Have you ever been skating before?
Skiing? No, I've never been skiing.
What about snowboarding?
No. I don't like the cold. Like, I'm just not a fan of cold weather in general. That is why when everyone else here at the hub was saying how hot it was, I was wearing a sweater. And I was just the happiest person in the world. I am a little bit strange. For those of you who don't know.
Alright, T2 being siege continuously. I mean, at a certain point, they just can't keep doing this. They probably get this T2 tower, but like when Keeper of the Light gets max Illuminate, each push just gets so much more difficult.
Yeah, the high ground push is going to be the make or break, but it's 10 minutes in and they already have the offlane tier 2.
Yeah.
So you definitely can't complain about that. It's more just a matter of, okay, they might walk into each other here. But with the double damage, they scattered out Affinage with the daytime vision. He's going to go ahead and retreat up to the high ground. Maybe they were looking for a loop around play, didn't quite find what they needed. Seema. It's level 4 right now. Just check up on everyone's levels. He is the lowest level in the game by 2 levels. The thing about HR's, their team composition is the level timing, and no one going to get cut out here in middle lane. He's not going to get hit by the Split Earth at all. Soul Assumption will be followed up here from Goddamn. And Cask being thrown out by Seema, but no real kill going anyone's way just yet. Goddamn eats another Cask stun with the Breathe Fire and the Illuminate. Brings him low, but it's not enough to kill.
So you asked me what I think HR would do. What about Vega? What are they looking to do?
I mean, they can do whatever they want. They can delay the game. They can just team fight. Their composition is very good at being able to do a multitude of things. Like, Beastmaster Hawk Vision gives you the freedom to either split push, team fight 5 versus 5, or just farm. Tower mid though, going to be going away
look
of
at this
HR.
push.
I mean, this is what you were talking about, right? Like,
systematically destroy tower.
the snowball needs to be huge
Yep.
to be able to win. And Dread, I mean, he's almost got back. It's not looking too bad right now for HR.
Bottom tower is under attack.
The only thing done on the peel is the Vlads and Treads. Now, sure, that's going to allow Pasha to continue his farm, but other than that, they might not have much farming room left if HR are just left to their own devices for too long. Like, they're just able to do whatever. I guess the trade-off is Mag is starting to recover his farm. He's 900 away from his book 1. He's 12 minutes in. Teleport reaction coming in, going to be cancelled here in the top lane by both the Dragon Knight and the Coddle.
Alright, so I'm looking for some big items that's finished after taking down so many towers. The mech's gonna be done about 100 gold. Yasha's already online on Drow Ranger, which it's probably gonna be a SNY Drow, as weird as that sounds. Medallion's done.
Roar onto Dread here, bottom lane, caught out. Follow up Dragon Tail. Dread is definitely a goner, or maybe not. He gets healed, and the Grave, okay. Gorak, though, out of mana, no earn charges. Not going to be able to kill either of these very tanky heroes. That was very close, and Solo just getting owned by birds here in the woods. A Light Strike, or excuse me, the Lightning Storm followed by the Split Earth will end up getting the kill there for Athens. I wanted to say Lightning Storm, but then I wanted to also say Stun, and then I thought Lena Stun, and then I just said Light Strike, as in Light Strike Array. That is clearly not the case.
That was amazing, Andy.
Thank you. Whatever, man. We're both tired, okay?
I'm not tired.
You said you were tired.
I got this.
He's looking for a potential kill here on Affinage, but he's just way too tanky. Like 1100 HP. No way he can burst out on his own. He needs a secondary hero to back him up, and Beastmaster's in the vicinity, but he does not have his Roar available. I don't think they're going to be able to take him down.
Radiant's top tower is
It feels like DK's having trouble getting himself in this game.
Well, I mean, his first movement was going bottom with a haster and dying.
Yeah. But still.
That is definitely not the play, if anybody was wondering. I think for now, it'll look really good for HR because their team composition is built around being successful at this point in the game. Like, taking that tier 3 so fast, I think the stats man gave us the info that it was the third fastest tier 2 tower taken in the TI qualifier so far, and that's a lot of games.
Yeah.
So it just goes to show that HR are snowballing roughly as hard as they should be, given their team comp. And this tier 1 bottom is going to be secured from Vega.
Well, here's the thing though, whenever people hear a team, oh, this team is snowballing, they're like, oh great, this team is going to, win. But,
well, snowballing only refers to the fact that you have a large swing of momentum at that particular point in the game.
Right, but snowball generally has a positive connotation or relationship with whatever that's said. But I do want to clarify that first, this ward is under tower vision, and second, that this team need to snowball, and they have not even come close of winning this game yet.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Well, right now at the 14-minute mark, they are leading by about 5,000 gold. 2,000 experience, but that's only 1 or 2 team fights. Looks like Dread's able to deny the off-lane tier 1 for his team. But I'm agreeing with you that HR still need to do more. And they might do a little bit more right here. Solo casually walks into their entire team. That's the Pylite Die patented 5-man smoke tank the gank move.
Did you watch the Summit 3 game that was casted by like half of Cloud9?
No, I didn't see it.
Puppy's Kato kept getting picked off. And,
by smoke ganks or just like ganks?
Yeah, random smoke gang, like one person gang, or was it a Slark or something? And at a certain point, that Kato was just so afraid that he was just hiding in the trees for the rest of the game. And Kato getting run into the team repeatedly is funny. Reminded me of that. So do you push mid now with your Aegis and go for it?
Yeah, I think so. Maybe not high ground. Maybe you loop around top to get that last tier 2, but you definitely do get the tier 2 mid. No reason not to, I feel. I think these fights are hugely important for HR though.
Oh, every fight is to the end of the end of the game.
Bottom tower is
Well,
under
maybe at
attack.
least until you break one set of racks, right?
Yeah.
Like maybe then it's a little bit more lags for HR, but until then, they are going to be looking to push it. I'm really surprised they glyphed that.
Do you go high ground now?
I think they could go high ground with that glyph being used. And don't get me wrong, it's a risk. But I think having the glyph popped, this is a very good opportunity for HR to get the tier 3 down. Like even having the tier 3 down is a big deal. I mean, the Illuminate was wasted, so it was mistimed there on solo, not able to actually get the creeps down, but I guess this was the plan. Okay, they don't go high ground, I don't think. Or maybe they just stay here. I mean, they're doing a lot of damage to this tower. Did Vega just lose their base right now because they glyphed the tier 2?
That wall zoning.
Middle tower
I mean, that wall hit is actually worthless, if we're being completely honest. Like, I think HR actually might be able to do enough to take this.
Hey guys, Drow Visage, where you at? Oh, Cass is gonna hit on Artez. He's dropping pretty low. Got the Aegis, got the Surge as well.
Yeah,
We'll
but
go
they
to
got
his
that
team.
Dazzle, yo.
Yeah, where's that mech though?
Nah, they already used it. It's not cool, though. Back up in 35.
Alright, he'll shield the. Well, keep hitting buildings.
Okay, well, this Illuminate's gonna land, but I honestly don't know if they're gonna be able to defend. Oh, they baited out Dragon Form. They can just run.
Yep. Wait like, what is it, 40, 50
Oh,
seconds?
Roar onto Gorak. Necro 1 popped here. Illuminate gonna be off the mark by a little bit. He just getting popped here. Mag, the first one to drop. No one. Now being chased down as well. Are there any more Frost Arrows from Artez? He needs to land at least a couple to take out. No one, and they will be able to do so. 45 seconds left on that DK, and there's no buyback.
Yeah.
Like, Mag can buy out, but he has no book, and he has no Roar. 17 minutes in, HR looking to go high ground. Why did you bail on your team?
I never did.
You bailed, dude, you bailed so hard.
What? I always believe in my team.
All right, unbelievable.
Now they're gonna go take bottom and then win. HR best team ever.
All right. All right, I'm gonna pretend none of the last like 25 minutes have happened. Avalanche though.
Oh,
Oh,
what
that
a blinding light! It's okay though. Death Horde. Doing
Is it okay? He gets the grave off. He's trying to save Avalanche. He needs to go for a TP. Just TP. Okay, he kills the illusion. Solo now getting baited out. Oh,
What's going on right now?
God, what is actually going on?
Dude,
right
he's
now?
got Bloodstone. Time to suicide heal team. Let's go.
What? That is totally not the play. His whole team is at full health. What are you on right now? Like, are you even watching this game?
Look, guys, Dota's hard sometimes.
Yes, definitely
I
Bloodstone.
feel like this Keeper of the Light on paper is like the best hero you want against this to defend, but it's just not enough.
Yeah, it's not working at all. I mean, their base is already kind of dying. The Witch Doctor Cask is like doing
That wolf
more
though,
work.
get that wolf back, please.
All right,
We lost.
well, the wolf died. 3,400.
Distraction of
gold here
Bloodstone
on
suicide
Artez.
heal.
Oh my god. That is the clowniest strategy I think I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah, so there's a DD in the jungle. I think the bottle
In the jungle.
in the river, the bottle should be passed to the Drow Ranger. Like no joke. Oh come on. Okay.
Yeah,
cool.
I actually agree with that. He should have given it to the Drow. He can just take that Wraith Band slot, yo.
Massive pings though. They're like, boys, we could win this game. Lumi believe. Let's yell and go.
I gotta say though, like HR, they knew their timings very well. Like they saw the glyph. That was a gigantic mistake from Vega. Like I think glyphing that tier 2 might have ended up being the reason they lost that Rax.
Okay, so how does it play differently if there was no glyph? Let's say T2 dies, they poke their head up T3, they start hitting it a bit.
I think having the glyph means that HR would never even try to go high ground. I think they would maybe go tier 2 top instead. Mag,
He's dead.
getting caught out here. Yeah, he is.
Okay,
mega dead.
but let's say they did. Like, what does a glyph do in terms of stopping that push?
I just think that it's a lot easier for a team to get out of position while pushing if a glyph is available to stop damage on a tower. And Solo getting blasted down here by Artez. A couple of auto attacks to get that, and he'll be forced to buy his way back into the game. See if glyph is up soon. Alright, so they got 45 seconds left on it. This tower will be dead long before then. Mag, he buys back into the game. They want to try to go for something. Affinage, he throws up the stun.
Radiant's top
Mag.
tower is under attack.
I don't think he's going to hit his 20-minute book timing this game, Lumi. I think he's in a
I
little
think
bit
the
of
average
trouble.
game time of 25 minutes is gonna get somewhat lowered. Cause this game, man.
Alright, they got the birds dealing some damage here. Artez is inside of the base heading, and this is the difference between having the tier 3 dead, right? It's like the concave is a lot more spread.
Behind them, though, Beastmaster Roar's gonna come through. They want Gorak, and can they get him? No, they can't. I mean, there's so much damage coming out. Seamless Slayer gonna get focused on the back line. They don't even care about him. Soul Assumption coming off cooldown.
The lightning spam. Like, it's just crushing them. Affinage with the lightning storms all over the place. Another buyback coming out from Vega. This time it's going to be no one. He goes back in for the Dragon Tail. He gets a stun off, but Solo has no health. He just can't commit to this. He just gets another lightning off and kills Solo anyway. He just flops over beside the tier 4, and I think that's GG.
12-1, boys.
Like, what do you do against this? Here's another stun, or excuse me, another lightning storm and a vacuum as well. Doppelganger coming out from the PL.
I really love how this game went because, you know, greedy 3-core Phantom Lancer.
It wasn't that
Get
greedy,
punished.
though. It wasn't that greedy. And the reason why I say that is because DK is not really a greedy mid. He's a pushing mid, right? Like, he hits level 6 and he pushes towers. That's what he does.
I want to say they're greedy in the fact that you could leave them alone and they could get some farm. Same thing with the Beastmaster and the PL.
Okay,
But you can't leave everyone alone for everyone to have a good game.
right.
The support needed to help a little bit here and there, and I don't think there's